Dark patterns refer to deceptive and manipulative design techniques used in user interfaces to trick people into taking actions they might not otherwise choose to do. Dark patterns often leverage persuasion techniques to manipulate user behavior. While persuasion itself is not inherently unethical, the ethical concerns arise when these techniques are used deceptively or without the user's informed consent. So let's understand a simple model for persuasion first that have an influence on a variety of conscious and non-conscious factors.
This is one of the very interesting theories which we found, which is persuasion slide. Okay, and this directly relates to like our designing experiences. And so the very analogy is that like if you look at a slide, right, kid's slide, and a kid's goes up and actually plays on the slide, right? They use the slope. So why that happens, like that nudge or that attention which slide could get, right, from the children, and taking the first step to actually going up, and then again taking that risk to take that slope and play, right? So which if we relate to in a real creating a experience point of view, so in this case what would happen, that gravity is equal to need of or wants and desire of our customers, of course, and to make things simpler, of course, in terms of terminologies. And a nudge can be an email or a button, right, or any call to action or any sign in a retail store. And angle is the motivation you provide, right? That slope, if it is not if it is not working within the gravity, right, if it's going upward, then of course you won't slide. So it won't make sense, even if it would create a lot of friction, and it will make everything useless, right? So and next is friction, which is force that directly opposes motion or real difficulty or imagined difficulty in our case, right? Even if what it means by real and imagined difficulty, then actually a task can be difficult, or in another case actually task is very simple, but you feel like that this is difficult.
Designers may employ these kind of persuasion techniques with different intentions. We asked the room to gather opinions on dark patterns and invited participants to share instances where they've encountered deceptive design practices.
The great example of this, we have lot many platforms. Okay, as we are seeing it, right now, Twitter. Okay, so the Twitter is acquired by the Elon Musk. Okay, so people are used to very much used to the Twitter to share their thoughts and all that. Okay, now it is you can share you have to verify your account, then only it is considered as a verified. So those kind of paying, okay, and also some of the tools, okay, give us to as a free trial. Okay, once free trial is completed, then they charge it directly. So we don't know when it is get the charges are getting started. Okay, sometimes it has happened to not only for the small or small website, for bigger website as well. As we are looking at the some of the Amazon services, okay, we use for our servers. Okay, so there are 1 year duration for the free trial, but after 1 year it will start the charging. Okay, we don't know when it is getting over and when it is getting started, the charges getting started. So that is a dark pattern I've seen in the technology side. And also bias questions. Okay, in the some of the portal I've seen that it's very biased question, we can't answer it, and we opt in. Okay, so the questions, it's very critical. Some of the general people don't know what to do. So what they do, they opt in that, and they get charged for some extra money on that. So these are the cases I've seen in the technology side, and it's not kind of where well-educated people also getting opt-in for this. Okay, so it's very much we need to know that what is the terms and condition. Okay, to solve that problem, so we have to check the terms and condition, and what is the charges on the each services, And also we have to read carefully those things. Okay, whatever messages are coming on the while doing in a sign up or anything. So that we need to take care of it. It's not their responsibility, but our responsibility is very much here.
Sada this side. So one more thing which I have observed is like at times I want to log out from one of the app I'm using. So deliberately it is being designed to make it so hard to find that option, where I want to log out from the whole thing. Maybe I want to discontinue one of the apps. So that they make it very hard. So that also can be covered under the dark patterns.
Yes,
Just a
Sada.
thought. Just a
To
thought.
stop to stop any services, we have to take a call with the customer care and
Correct,
get it
correct.
done. Okay. So we have to write hundreds of mail, then we get to connect with the customer services, then we have to close that services. So this is happening in the technology side very much.
See, another example is these mutual funds conditions apply, right?
Mhm.
Fine prints. So
Yeah.
transparency with fine prints are a big contributors to dark patterns and negative experiences. So a lot of organizations, while there are rules and regulations on what to display and what not, right? There are like platforms like ACO, these new guys, Digit Insurance, and all are trying to break that this fine print and come up with really transparent solution of informing the user of how things work.
I wanted to also add that, in the offline world, there's still a dark pattern which all of us have experienced at some point of time, that of going, visiting a shopping mall, right? Usually the staircases that connect the floors are placed in such a way that you have to sort of, browse through the entire long, sort of aisle of shops. And it invariably means that you're not going to look on the other side, but just visually scroll through the shops at least, thereby increasing the chances of sort of, being, wanting to go inside one of those shops just to check out maybe. And it is done in a way, like Ratnesh mentioned, there is a commercial implication for it because they want more footfalls per store. And that's one of the promises, but it is definitely a dark pattern. Another angle to it is usually the pantry section or the restaurant section is placed on the top floor. That is what I've observed in a couple of malls. So you would have to invariably kind of climb all the way up, and by that time you're already kind of tired and hungry, and then you have the food choices available there. So you tend to sort of purchase and buy food as well.